Spirit of Atlanta was born 50 years ago, complete with the sponsorship of WXIA TV. That was a first, and it brought this brand new drum corps a lot of attention. Spirit made the top 25 at its first DCI championship, finishing 23rd in 1977. A nice start, but then Jim Ott became the brass arranger and Tom Float took over percussion going into 78. Look out, world, the Spirit sound was about to be born. The corps shot to 8th in the 1978 prelims and climbed to 6th in finals.
We had a good old Southern boy in Alabama named John Armstrong who kept making suggestions about music. You know, if we're going to be Southern, we need to play this. So it took him 2 years to convince us that we should play Georgia.
Spirit went all in with a distinctly Southern show in 79. Fans and judges ate it up. Smoking hot 4th place finish that night in Birmingham, Alabama. They hit 4th again in 1980. This young corps could play and march and spin, and it was a fun show.
And then Jim thought, this is perfect. He told Float, hey, man, you should do a drum solo based on Devil Went Down to Georgia. He said, it's just perfect for percussion. And then he came to Jim and he was kind of joking, but he said, hey, Jim, I want you to write a chart for me. Jim said, what is it? And he said, just come in here and listen. And he put on the Pointer Sisters record and he plays Let It Be Me. And it finishes, and Jim looks at him and said, I'll write the chart, John, but it's not going to be for you. And that's when Jim chose to write Let It Be Me as one of the finest closers in our activities history.
Well, there was all that untapped, I think DCI realized this, that there was all that untapped talent in the South that was just begging for some kind of outlet. I mean, so many of those early Spirit members were college music people. They were all-state band members. These were not kids that couldn't read music. And that, I think it really caught the whole activity off guard, how advanced these folks were, but they were just waiting. They were just waiting for an opportunity.
Those kids and those who followed them have been getting back together, building a 50th anniversary Spirit Alumni Corps. The Alumni Show will honor Jim Ott, Tom Float, Tam Easterwood, and Robert Smith. Gone, but far from forgotten Spirit staff members. The Corps hopes to be 200 strong when you see them at this summer's DCI semifinals in Indy. It's already been an unexpected adventure, says Dee Dee Kenner, who's co-directing the group with Brad Caraway.
I said, you think you're coming to see your buds, and you are, but I said, you're going to be surprised at the new friends that you make across the generations. And that has really been a neat thing to see over the last few years is people, we have a gentleman in the horn line, plays baritone that aged out in 78 or 9, stands next to somebody that aged out in 2018, and they've become the best of friends.
And what can you expect to hear? Well, those greatest hits that made us love them. I mean, you have to open with Georgia, right?
The opener closes with Old Man River that Jim did. And then the drum solo is, of course, Devil Went Down to Georgia. And then the concert number is Sweet Georgia Brown. And then the exit is, let me think, what's that exit? Let It Be Me.
As if there was a question. Buckle up, y'all. It's going to be a fun ride down memory lane.